Okay, so this 48-hour emergency food supply kit for 4 people is only $25.42 at Walmart.com. Then click the link in my bio, grab this first aid kit. It's 336 pieces. It's only $29.99.
It's one back there, they say.
It is. Fucking bullshit. I'm soaking wet from my knees down because I had to move my fucking car. Excuse me. Right, nobody gonna... This shit is really pouring in. Please let me go home. This is fucking bullshit. I can fucking cry right now. This is up to my fucking knees, bro. I don't even know what fucking way to go. Oh God, these fucking companies don't care about y'all, bro. Some fucking bullshit.
If you do not know what is happening in eastern Kentucky, they are completely flooded. Waters are crazy. They're sweeping away homes. People are missing. People have not been rescued yet. They're going to need all the help that they can.
Vegas just became a whole damn lake.
Wait a second, Las Vegas? The Strip? Getting flooded? St. Louis getting flooded? Colorado? Kentucky? I mean, wait. This is just over here. On the other side of the world, well, the planet's flat. So, over there they're getting flooded too. Like, bad. And the Hoover Dam, you saw the video I put. It's dried. Pretty much dried already. Where did all that water go? Nostradamus and Baba Vaga predictions are happening. Major floods. In places where there will be no water, where people will do anything for water. Wow, this is for real. Hey. Knock on woods 3 times. You hear me? For real. This is the total collapse. America is Babylon. America is about to collapse, and they already told us. They've been telling us in movies and shows and everything. Like the Spider-Man movie. Statue of Liberty. Holding the shield of America. Captain America, and it collapsed. It's all right there. The wizard. The reset. It's coming. It's. Listen. All we can do is one thing. It's believe in the universe, the Almighty, know who we are. Chosen star seeds, everybody that wants to wake up, wake up. Because let me tell you something. You could be here right now, and the next second you're not here. Your time is up. All right? You know that's... Hey, look, pilots can't even fly no more. Because it's dropping from heart attacks and blood clots and everything. It was all over the news, all over Google. This is it, people. This is it. It's coming. It's like every 250 years they do a reset. Because look at the mud floods. Look at all the history after 1901. How they blew up all the temples. Statue made out of gold. Everything. We had electric cars. We had phones. Everything back then in the 1800s. What happened? The orphan trains with millions of children being sold all over the world. What happened to the adults? What happened? Come on, man. All history, all that, man, it's all been told to us just to keep us enslaved and living a whole bunch of lies. Wake up. That's what you got to do. You just wake up and say, you know, and get good. Just meditate, you know, send some love and peace out to the world. But hey,
This don't make no damn sense. It's mold on the fucking floor. On the shit. Look, I'm trying to record. Look at this shit. And you, this is a damn upgrade. Look, I have been upgraded. Look at this. The beds ain't even on the damn
Look at the
mold. Let me get over there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I can't believe this. This is the second room.
This is
The third time I have been in.
Look, it's nasty. Look at the nasty
Oh
stuff.
my god.
Oh, it's mold. It's mold infested.
Look at this shit here. I cannot believe it.
Get it
Oh
all
my
out.
fucking goodness. This is the second damn room.
First St. Louis, then Kentucky, now Las Vegas. These floodings are upon us. It's something that they are generating these floods. They're destroying the United States from the inside out, just as I predicted. I said this was going to happen, remember? I said we too big to invade. They have to destroy us from the inside out. Start hitting cities. You remember, now you got to remember the 9 of the 10 biggest cities, they all fall within the Supreme Court's new ruling about your lack of constitutional rights. You got to remember that. So now they got to take out. This St. Louis is now gone. The Kentucky's done it. You see what I'm saying? Vegas. Chicago is next. I believe it'll be Chicago. They have to do something with Chicago. I don't know what it's going to be. It may be a flood, and they may, use HAARP to create a massive flood in Chicago. Philly or Chicago? But Philly falls already on that line. It's Chicago. It's Chicago. I've been using reasonable deduction, and I've been breaking it down. They causing these floods. They trying to kill folks. You understand what I'm saying? From the inside out. Remember the video I told you? I said we too big to invade. The country too big to invade. So they got to start their spree on the inside. Make it look like it's natural disasters. The whole time it's them. You see what I'm saying? And they're eliminating folks. These floods, they displacing people. See, before they eliminate you, they're going to displace you. See, it's a felony to be homeless in Tennessee. It's a flood in St. Louis. Now you can't go back to your home. You permanently displaced. It's all diabolically planned. Stay woke, y'all. I'll help anybody I can as long as they for real. Because I don't want to have to do something to you for being stupid.
My favorite hype video.
And we hit the field like. Hey. And we hit the field like. And we hit the field like. All day like. House score like. Take 6 like. Let's get it like. Let's get it like. Like stuff like. Rock it down like. Beat rugged like. Beat rugged like. Beat rugged like. This is a public service announcement. Due to all these pictures I seen of this monkeypox shit, do not fucking touch me, okay? Don't touch me. Don't wave at me. And at this point, I don't even want motherfuckers looking at me until we figure out what the fuck is going on. I woke up this morning, y'all, with a blackhead scared the fuck out of me, man. I've been sitting here looking up you bitches' skincare routine all morning trying to get my shit together. Real talk. We don't know what's going on. I really miss the times where we used to have to worry about chickenpox and chlamydia and shit like that. This new shit that they coming out with don't look like it's fun at fucking all. Do you understand what I'm saying? Shit looks like it hurt, and they don't even know what this shit is. First, they come out talking about well, only gay people can get it. Now, when they said that, I said, damn, that's unfortunate, but I wasn't really concerned because I don't indulge in those activities. But then they came back and said, well, you can get it from eating ass. That's when I got a little concerned because from time to time, I might do that. But then they was like, well, you can get it from any type of sexual contact or contact, period. Now, to me, that sounds like an STD. They talking about that ain't no STD. You know why they talking about there ain't no STD? Because these motherfuckers don't want to explain to us who the first motherfucker was that went over there and fucked the monkey and brought that shit up over here. I ain't here to tell people what to do with your life. Do what the fuck you want to do. But if you want to fuck monkeys, stay up over there with them when you do it. Don't come back over here fucking with us, man. I'm scared.
There has been this video floating around, but nobody has provided an English explanation what it is. I did some research, and now I'm going to tell you what's going on here. So first of all, you take some syringes, and you pull the shit out of them. Take yourself a cleaver, and leave it to the cleaver to knock that ends off the syringes, right? Now you're going to wear your safety shoes and your safety gloves, and you're going to cut off a piece of cactus right there like that. Take a matchbox, right, where the matches came out, not the toy car, but the box of matches came out of, right, and pin it to the bottom. Now, I know you're thinking, where am I going to get a big basket like that? Walmart, easily. And you're going to hang them on a clothesline, right? You just stick it through with like a clothes hanger that's bent over and cut up into pieces. Take some kitty litter. It's got to be used kitty litter. And dump it in the matchboxes. Perfect. And when you're done with that, let some time pass. You're going to come back out. You're going to find the kitty litter has migrated northward to the top of the cactus. You know then it's ready to harvest, right? You're going to need a clean paintbrush, like clean, I can't emphasize that enough, and a spoon to scrape all that off. Perfect. And you're going to cook the shit out of that again, right, until it turns black. There it is. Dump it in there, and you're going to grind it up in a mortar and pestle till it's red and powdery. You're going to mix it with water till it turns into kerosene. Just follow me here. It's worth it. Dump it in a husk, and then boil the shit out of that till it turns into rhubarb jelly. Perfect. Don't worry about the burnt spots. We're going to dump it in a tortilla. You're going to mix it with some curry juices. Now, the curry juices are obviously for flavor. I mean, everybody could probably figure that out, but I said it anyway. And there you have it, folks. World's worst Jell-O shots. Yep. It also, though, doubles as lipstick holder. Check that out. Now you, too, can be the Joker. By the way, this minute 45 you just wasted, you ain't getting it back.
Bro, what the fuck kind of army survival 33 bucks? Look at this, y'all. $80 for some scrambled eggs in a can. $80 for scrambled eggs in a can. Where the fuck? Cheese blend powder. I don't even get it. What the fuck is this? Survival? Where's we need? What is finna happen? What the fuck is they getting us ready for? Y'all better listen. Y'all look at this shit, and this is even expensive. They won't. Bro, I'm flabbergasted. $40 for some freeze dry. What the fuck is freeze dried? Like, I'm done. Cheesy. Yeah, man, this some shit finna happen.
All right, y'all. I live in Alaska, and it is 11 o'clock at night. Seriously, 10:59. How the fuck am I supposed to go to sleep when it looks like this outside? Look at the street lamp. Why is the street lamp on?
kidding me?
Look at that down there.
Oh shit. There's nothing to release.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, but let me just keep it 100. Like, I know I'm not the only black person that last year just went through like this mental growth stage, or like your heart and like just you and the inside of you kind of changed, bro. I don't care what y'all say. And I'm kind of grateful for TikTok, because TikTok make me not feel so alone in this. Like, I was just having this conversation with like some of my label mates and like people that I work with, and you know what I'm saying, music wise, I'm like, you know what, why isn't there such thing as like woke, like a woke record label, or like woke music? But not that corny woke music. Like, I'm talking about some good woke music, like for real, for real. I'm just realizing, like, for me, I evolved. Like, I don't know, in this past year I kind of evolved. Like, I don't care what Johnny you knew then, he ain't here no more. Bro died. Like, my mind is like, I think about shit that I never thought about before. Like, I be at home thinking about, damn, if the bees die, we die. I be thinking about, I learned about who I was as an American. Let me learn more about Africa. I wanted to learn about Ebonics out of nowhere. Like, I start learning about Antarctica and shit. I start learning about fucking India and shit. I start learning about fossil fuels and shit. I just start learning about shit that I never thought to think about a day in my life this past year alone. I don't know what's going on, but I'm enjoying every bit of it. And to you black folks that be coming on here talking about, we don't care, y'all weird, y'all woke, y'all talk about this, y'all this, that. And don't nobody care. You stay in your raptured ass mind. You stay in your religious ass ways and let us stay in our spirituality and peace. I'm enjoying this shit. I'm enjoying that I fell on this end of the spectrum. TikTok, do your thing and keep my people around me. I feel like as a black man, I finally feel like I'm somewhere I belong. Because I never fitted in this toxic world. I don't fit in with toxic people. This toxic narrative, this fucking nigga get some money. That ain't me. I stay in the house. But now, some of my people, I feel like my tribe, like my black tribe, where I fit in as a black man, like the woman, the girl that sing the affirmation song, I love her. The black couples on here that do the alkaline diets and the fucking Dr. Sebi shit, I love this shit. I like being woke. Every part of me, I like being woke. I love it. Like, I'm not with the toxic traits. I don't like it. Like, I feel a little bit free. Maybe I'm a black hippie. I don't fucking know. But I like this shit. When people look at me, it's like I'm supposed to, they look at me and think something of me, baby, and I'm the complete opposite. Baby, I eat plants. I eat plants. I don't eat meat, I eat plants.
So I'm in the shower, and she keeps saying, Nana, Nana. And I'm like, just go have a seat. Sit down. Watch Coco Melon. I'm going to be out. And she's like, Nana, Nana. So she just kept saying Nana, Nana, or what have you, which is normal for her. She says mommy, mommy all the time. So then she says, hi. And she stops saying Nana. And so I'm just taking a shower, and I'm like, Toots, what are you doing? And she didn't say anything. I'm like, Toots, what are you doing? And then she says, I heard something say Nana. And I'm like, okay, she's not by the door anymore. She's more by the iPad because it wasn't close to the bathroom door like it was before. And I said, Toots, come back in the bathroom. Come back in the bathroom. And then I said, Toots, do you hear me? And then I heard, Nana. Y'all, my heart dropped. When I came from the store, I had left the door unlocked. I didn't lock the door. I didn't hear toots. And I said, what? And it said, Nana. And I went to open the shower curtain, and my alarm clock went off, y'all. Child, it was a dream. Thank God, because I'd have died.
Oh my God. The water is all the way up here. We're supposed to move in like 2 days. Now everything's flooded. Almost everybody's filled with water. Steve is still sick from COVID. We can't lift any of this stuff ourselves.
Have you heard the latest? Why is Hannity talking this old decrepit dinosaur, obviously out of the chrome? Look at how he looks. And not talking about this 25-foot wall around the Capitol? Anybody have any questions? Hello, why is there lightning? How fitting. Something's going down. Get ready.
Never seen a chemtrail being laid going straight up. That's a huge plane too, whatever that is.
Not even showing up on the radar.
It doesn't show up on the radar?
Nope.
Interesting.
Yeah.
God, that's a big one.
Yeah, it's definitely on the radar.
You can see the 3 different streaks when you zoom in.
It's gotta be like a big C5 or something like that.
Yeah, that's huge. My lord.
Or Russia or China or something.
Let's get our asses inside. Russia or China. So you can see here, you can see its streaks. What did you say it was, Greg?
It's a KC-135 Stratotanker.
KC-135 Stratotanker. Let me see your phone. And it says United States Army?
Yeah.
Here we go.
39,000 feet.
Monkeypox update, July 29th, 2022.
Let's talk about the duck plant first.
Now you're going to the very extreme.
I'm going to extreme and then I'm going to bring it back.
Okay.
Yeah. What is the duck plant?
Man, you know, it's an orchid. It grows in the swamps there, Honduras, Nicaragua area. And as I took it and experienced it, it's nature's version of chemotherapy. Mm-hmm. It attacks the mucus of the body. So for about 8 hours, man, it's going and attacking this mucus, it's purging it out of your body, and you are on your knees. But if you're chasing it with water, you're just pouring out, you know, white mucus out of your body for 7-8 hours.
When was your first experience with the duck plant?
I've only done it once.
Okay, so
I was only bold enough to do it once, man. And my friends would come around and check on me. They would just hear a loud scream, "No, get out, I'm good," you know? Because you're just purging, like turned white from the beginning, then it went to green, then it went to brown.
Yeah,
because we don't think, you know, on the end of that, you know, esophagus from the mouth is your colon, your anus.
Slide your pink ass in for a minute. I'm finna fuck the game up. Roll with me on this. Ladies, I got a question. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Stop doing whatever you need to do, and you need to look at me. I got a question. This is a serious one. What does your man ask you to do on a day-to-day basis. Cook? No, you was gonna cook anywhere. You a wife. I'll wait. You still thinking? Well, I mean, seriously, what do you ask him? What does he ask you to do for him? I'm still waiting. Now, how many times do you call his name throughout the day? Wow. Wow.
Speak up that there's racial disparities here. When there was a drug issue in the African American community, we were prosecuted, we were put in jail, children were put in foster care, families were ripped apart. It was treated like a criminal justice issue. We had Rockefeller drug laws. Our jails were filled with men and women that look just like me. Now we have an opiate issue. It is affecting another demographic. Now it is a health issue. And now we have to put money into diverting individuals from prison into treatment. And so what is missing from this package is a restorative justice package for all those individuals that were jailed and for all those families that were ripped apart and for the individuals who have criminal records because they had addiction issues just like the people who are suffering.
Lethal injection is cruel and outdated. Ohio has replaced it with a system that quickly and humanely rips off the heads of death row inmates using powerful robotic arms. The new device is designed to be as humane as possible, emitting soothing white noise and putting prisoners on a cushioned seat before its metallic talons dig into their necks and painlessly wrench their heads off. Ohio Department of Corrections Director Gary Moore praised the machine, saying, quote, "Our new system is a hallmark of compassion. Now these deaths will be pain-free because the machine's claws are coated with topical anesthetic." Quickly pulling off a prisoner's head.
I got my protection right here. Check this out. You guys, they didn't want you to know this, but icebreakers actually don't just break ice. They also break glass. Check this out. Icebreaker. Pour a little bit of Gatorade. Alright. Mix it up. It has to get that. I will not buy icebreakers again.
All right, Dr. Barry here. So what we do know is that the monkeypox has the ability to remain on surfaces for up to 15 days. Now, of course, these are surfaces that are untouched. Nobody's doing nothing with. You're like leaving it in pristine condition. It can stay up to 15 days. Now, what we do know is that if you're using the typical precautions, Clorox, Lysol, those types of wipes, sanitizing, wiping down the desk, keeping it clean, it will dramatically reduce the likelihood that any monkeypox is living around there to be able to spread to others. But yes, it does have the ability to spread through objects like the desk. But if you're cleaning up and wiping down as much as possible, that should minimize almost zero.
This man was recording me in the store. He got me in his phone. This is his tag number.
I'm about to expose the most dirtiest, corrupted ass, illegal shit there is, and it's time for this is why we need to vote blue and get all these corrupted ass politicians out of office, Democrats and Republicans. You see all these products from China, they contaminated. This is why deregulation is important to them, so they won't be held accountable. This is what's called outsourcing. Anytime you hear them two words, that means that they taking our tax dollars, keeping it in politicians, putting it in their pockets, while they turn our country over to corporations. All of these here corporations, have you ever drunk some water and then you start coughing? Well, when you look up and find out how to work one of these and what have you, it's going to blow your mind. Go to the Department of Justice website, type up China, and you'll find out China have some contaminated toothpastes over here. There's over 8,000 different criminal charges against China. Go to the Department of Justice website. This is why they hate me.
It's ever been a good time to wash your hands and stop touching shit, it's right now. I don't even hang with no monkeys. I shouldn't be getting pox from one. All of that my body, my choice shit, not this time. Put that PPE on or get your ass beat on. Never even had the chicken pox. Y'all think I'm about to upgrade to a monkey? Wash your fucking hands.
More. The I'm an independent, strong black woman, I don't need no man narrative is a scam. Here's why. Society has conditioned us to believe that we don't need anybody, we don't need any support, and we can do it all on our own. What a lot of us has accepted as normal is really not normal. Households were created to be two adults and children. The price points that the world is set in now requires two incomes. That's why you're working two jobs. And if we are not working two jobs, we have told ourselves that we have to go back to school, get higher education so we can make more money, which is a necessity. But wouldn't it be better if you had a whole team member helping you along? So we cut off all men who are not making at least six figures. We tell our baby daddies we don't need them because you're not able to pay us substantial child support. So my kids don't need you. And we don't realize that our black men offer so much more than just their financial provision. They offer protection. They offer guidance. They offer leadership. They offer a masculine energy that absolutely depletes you when you have to provide that. You are created to be feminine. You are created to be the nurturer. You were created to be soft and loving. And we are having to play both roles because we are not allowing any man in out of fear that we're going to get the wrong men.
A female is designed by God to receive. And whatever she receives, she incubates, multiplies it, and gives it back to the male. She was built to do that. So whatever you give a woman, she'll receive it, multiply it, and give it back to you. Whatever you give a woman, are you listening, brothers? She'll never give you back what you gave her. She'll multiply it first. She's designed that way. If you give a woman a sperm, you'll never get a sperm back. She'll multiply it and give you a baby. If you give her a house, she'll multiply it and give you a home. If you give her groceries, she'll give you a meal. If you give her frustration, she'll multiply it. Yeah. So brothers, if you don't like what you are getting, change what you're giving.
Oh no! Don't clean that up. You a bad motherfucker. Boy, I know they done came outside today. I know they in that house wasting up. I don't like seeing this on the ground, yo. I don't like seeing it on the ground, yo. Hand over. I don't like seeing the stuff on the ground.
When I was a boy growing up on the farm, I used to go to my grandma's house to play.
One particular day, I was coming through the kitchen. She said, "Come here for a minute." On her stove, she was boiling 3 pots of water. And beside that, she had eggs, she had potatoes, and she had some coffee beans. In the first pot, she dropped one of the eggs in the boiling water. In the second pot, she dropped the potato. And in the third pot, she dumped in the coffee beans. After a while, she pulled the egg out. She said, "Come here, I want you to take a look at this." Took the shell off the egg. She said, "Before I put this in here, this egg was runny and soft inside. But after being exposed to the hot water, now it's hard." She pulled the potato out. She said, "Before I put this potato in, it was hard. But after being exposed to the hot water, now it's soft." Then she asked me to look in the third pot where the coffee beans were. I smelled the sweet aroma of the coffee. Noticed that the water had changed. She said all these things have been exposed to the same hot water. She said it caused the egg to harden. It caused the potato to soften. But if you'll notice, the coffee changed the water. So I always believed that the quality of my life was directly dependent on the quality of my circumstances. But I found out that the quality of my circumstances is directly dependent on the quality of my life. Every time you meet moments of adversity, you've got a choice in this. You can allow it to harden you. You can allow it to make you soft. Or you can change from the inside and make the circumstances around you better. Be a coffee bean.
Hey guys, Andre the Farmer here, and we are about to uncover another air layer. Now, air layering is the process by which we create roots at a certain part of the tree so that we can cut that branch off and plant that branch. It's a way to clone your trees, and you get an exact copy of your tree, and it's a mature tree right from the start. So let's unwrap this and see what kind of roots we got inside this ball here. Alrighty, we'll open this up. Check that out. Whoa. We've got roots. Now this is a situation where we could leave this in the ball for a little more time. We've got roots, we've got some pretty long roots here. It's not thick roots, but I think it's enough for this to survive. So we are gonna go ahead and prune this off, and I'm gonna keep you guys posted on the progress of how this tree is doing. These roots are very fragile at this stage. We're gonna go ahead and cut this branch off right here, if we can. So this is our new tree right here. It's our new mango tree. Let's go plant it. Once we set it in place, we want this thing to stay as still as possible. So we're gonna stake this up. We might even tie it down. We want this thing to not have any movement at all. And we're gonna put it in a relatively shaded spot in indirect sunlight. We really want this thing to focus on growing roots, and we're gonna keep this as moist as possible. This is a mature tree right from day one. And all it is a branch from that tree right there. The reason we cut this branch off is because this tree blocks out these raised beds. So I'm trying to get more light to the raised beds and allow this tree to actually grow a little straighter up. All right? So stay tuned. I'm gonna keep you guys posted on how this air layer does. All right? See you guys. Bye.
Who you looking for?
They really came.
What you mean they really came?
I said they came. I gave them my address.
Why the fuck would you get somebody the address if you ain't trying to fight?
That's okay.
Don't you never get nobody the address to your house.
I didn't know they was gonna pull up.
Where they pulled up, so what you finna do now? I know you ain't called 911.
I'm not finna fight them people.
So you a snitch now. You called them over here and then you gonna snitch.
Call me what you want, but you can't call me broke.
What?
I went back out to Wilkins Cemetery in Dunn, North Carolina today. I found a nice spot in the shade and just started pulling up vines and weeds, trying to clear up a spot. The vines were extremely aggravating, because we have to pull them up by hand and use the clippers to try and chop them up. We can't use any type of mulcher because we don't know where the headstones are buried under the ground, if there are any. And so you have to be tedious and go by hand. Heavy equipment would damage anything that we may not be able to see. And I was going through, pulling up all these weeds and digging through all the vines, and I was just getting a little frustrated, and I was thinking about calling it quits. And then I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and I realized that is a stone. So I spent the next 2 hours digging everything up, and this is what I found. There's some type of rock with a carving on it. I don't know, and I couldn't make out what it was supposed to be, and the headstone was a smashed cinder block. Looks like there was some type of tag, maybe from a funeral home, but there's nothing left on it to identify who was buried here. And that was very profound, realizing that this family, who could only afford 2 cinder blocks, used that to mark the grave of their loved one, and there's no way to know who's buried here. So I stuck a white flag in it to let the rest of the crew know here is a grave.
The Lord.
I just got off the phone with the Lord, and he told me that I need to get my house in order. And so, ladies, I'm currently trying to put my last will and testament together. And you can get into the comments, but my question is there anybody out there, and I'm going to leave it to you in the insurance policy, is any of the ladies out there that's willing to let me down on top of them for about $300,000 worth of insurance money? I just need to know if you're willing to let me down on top of you. And I'll leave you $300,000. Hey, holler at me in the comment. Appreciate it.
2-pack, knock a nigga shit loose. I got 2 hands. 2-pack, this is the all nigga. I got 2 hands. 2-pack, knock a nigga shit loose. Knock a nigga shit loose.
People always ask why I don't do covers anymore. Here's why.
That you feel the way I feel, and you want me like I want you tonight, babe. Tell me that you're coming through.
The illegal activity must end.
Look at that, we're bearing fruit. Once again, this is the three sisters. The squash is gonna keep the weeds away. The corn is gonna support the beans, which is giving nitrogen to the soil. It's a wonderful blend of indigenous gardening. This is the three sisters with a little cucumber. Some of my own ingenuity. But now that this has all been put in stone to be somewhat of illegal activity, I'm going to have to say, please do not support my farming endeavors. This is going to stop. I will not be blamed for creating illegal activity or influencing illegal activity. So as I listen to the orders of Joe Biden, and I listen to the wishes of my mother and other entities, Joe Biden is sending the U.S. Marshals with contractors, if need be, to make sure that we are all living by the law of the land. So please do not follow my lead, because this is all of waste now. I'm going to walk away from this, but it came, and what was the purpose of this endeavor has worked. So now if they ever do change the laws again, and my children or my grandchildren or any descendants of those that I sit with, I can instruct and I could teach and I could show by design how I figured out the three sisters and a lot more. So I hope you see. Maybe I'll go sit over a nice pot of kale soup tonight and ponder about where to move to next. Because now, once they kill a dream, once protocol and policies rewrite the law of the land, sometimes we have to start anew, reprogram. This is where reprogramming and deprogramming come in. What do you do when your reality fully changes? So for me, I'm off to hit the road to heal and to find those that want to heal and want to exchange some information. I have to clear my head. I have to meditate. I have to make my next adjustment to see how I change when my reality is stripped from me. If you're interested, hit me up. I'm gonna be on the road on a walk of faith and healing. That's what's gonna happen. Ah, shit.
All right, it's bright as hell. Just want to show y'all. Quick. See that flashing? I got the sound off. Let me turn the sound on. See? This right here. These are next to people's houses. Okay? Okay? Now watch. As we go away from it, because, you know, underneath it, it's like an umbrella. It's just going to get higher as it goes out. Okay? Now, someone's bedroom is right up there, and that is right there. Okay? Every single block. So look, same thing. I'm parked right here. There's the control box for it. I'm in the intersection, and as you walk closer to them, it's gonna go down or up, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure the closer you get to it, it's gonna go down because it doesn't signals down. But these are literally next to your house, okay? And they're in every neighborhood. So look how far away I am from that thing. These are right next to people's houses, y'all. Look how close this thing is to these people's homes. All right, look at that. Look how close that tower is to that house. I got the tester on. They're at every intersection. See that box over there? That box is for that new pad right behind that light pole. They will be. That's how they've been coming up. First you see the box. There's a concrete pad that they just poured. There will be another one going right there. Every intersection, y'all.
It's been 2 years since this classic.
I can't say this one word.
And the word that I'm finna say is about to have y'all into a shock because
I
everybody
know this John finna be funny, bro.
but I can't say it. When I say it, y'all gonna be like, what is she saying? But then when I tell y'all what it is, then y'all gonna be like, oh, you can't say that. No, I can't say that. The word is fuse. I can't
Use
say fuse.
like if you in your car,
I
what?
cannot say fuse.
Saying it right.
And what I mean by fuse,
What you mean, sis?
apples, grapes, oranges,
Roots.
strawberries, kiwi, watermelon, all of it. I can't say fuse, but I love fuse, but I don't know how to say fuse. So
Good morning, people. It's your real talk lady weather or weirdness report. The Hudson River. I had a vision yesterday of bubbling water, and then I wake up to this.
Could be a freak of nature, you know. Dean Hudson often walks the parks along the river that shares his last name and says he's never
Look
seen
at the bubbling water.
It was shot last week near
The shoreline of the Hudson River.
You can see the weird bubbles coming up through the riverbed from under the shallow water.
Wow.
Ramsey shared
Looks like something's about to blow.
Riverkeeper John Lipscomb is Riverkeeper's expert on the Hudson.
I see vigorous bubbling along the shoreline. So I've never seen anything like it in my life. I've been around the water my whole life.
Lipscomb checked with scientists who shared his curiosity. They believe it could be a natural phenomenon, or air or another gas escaping maybe from a forgotten buried pipe. The video was recorded
on the shoreline.
Bowline plant, which burns natural gas to generate power.
What's going on, y'all?
Regulators are diligently investigating.
Wake up,
the
New
cause of
York.
the watery weirdness. How important is it to get to the bottom of what that is?
At this point, we don't know that it's anything more than just air. It's really just a mystery to be solved. It's not a problem for the environment. But it is important to know what it is.
And hurry up and find out what it is.
The state could order remediation.
Looks ominous to me.
The Hudson keeps rolling along. The answer to a mystery somewhere down there.
Wow.
No. So, tell me about it again.
So, this shit right here was made by a slave.
Yeah.
It was an old white man who's a slave master, but he was a preacher.
Right.
So while he was a preacher, his slave was making this shit for him. So the shit was so good, the slave master started selling the shit back in slavery. So fast forward that shit, years later, some white man stole the shit and started making the motherfuckers who own Jack Daniels.
Right.
Stole the shit. So then the black man came back and took the rights of it and made this shit right here, Uncle Nearest. And the shit is good. And it's smooth as a motherfucker.
Black on.
Black on. Black on and black grown.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Feel Negro. Black on.
Black on, goddamn.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good.
Do you take this woman? Now that's a very important point. Do you take her? Because when you take her, you are taking her from them. That means that at best, his name will be hyphenated if not dropped. And before you take my daughter's name, my name off my daughter, I gotta know you mean what you say. Because my name got her through college. And my name got her this far. And my name got her first car. And my name has covered her all her life. And you ain't gonna just walk up here and take her and not mean it. Your name has gotta mean that. Good God, don't play with me here. I gotta know you mean it. You ain't gonna drop my name and then drop her. Do you take her for better or for worse? Do you take her for richer or for poorer? Do you take her in sickness and death? Or are you going to just take her till something better comes along and you're going to take that? Because if you're going to do that, then get out my face. You can't have her. She needs to be just as safe as you, with you, as she was with them. Do you take her? Yeah. Will you take her when her breasts are reduced or they're cut off to save her life? Will you take her when you have to push her around in a wheelchair? Will you take her when she loses her mind and she doesn't even recognize who you are? Will you take her for better or for worse? Forever. Will you love her to death? That's what marriage is. This ain't no game. Can I trust you forever? Or is it based on my performance? I perform in the bedroom, perform in the boardroom, bring the money home. Does his muscles have to be like the old boyfriend's muscles? Or do you take him just as he is forever? And then can we be naked and not ashamed? Can I tell you what I've been hiding from everybody else? Can you handle what they did to me when I was too little to protect myself? I don't know who I'm talking to in here. And can you handle that? See, some of y'all in these little petty relationships, you ain't got no commitment. You with the woman till she don't make you happy no more. Marriage is forever. You hear what I'm saying? Little punk commitments we making. It's forever. When it says I take you, that means I got you. Y'all can go home. You need to say I got you. Every man in here need to be able to look at his wife and say, I got you. I didn't just take you, I got you. I didn't just take you. I took you, but I got you. I got you forever.
Breathe in, breathe out freestyle.
Y'all niggas be mad, lame, broke, no devotion. You always in the street, but don't never got motion. You a bitch nigga, ride dick with no Trojan. Flexing in different cars like you rent them, but it's stolen. I can never fuck with a scrub, I know better. Pass you the sign of his homeboy, ride no cheddar. Stand up, tell me how you broke me, wanna fuck. Once I see that you a bum ass nigga, you getting bugged down, play. Baby, I ain't hearing shit you say. You with the boys all day with no money, probably gay. I can't stand it. Make it make sense, booty bending. He bending you over and you doing the bending. I need a rich nigga who gon' send it. No pressure though, cause I'm the type to get up and go and get it. Boss, bitch, you independent. Do this for a living. Do this for Miss Gladys, boy, so please don't get it twisted. I'm the best, don't be offended. I'm repping for my city. We got bitches getting signed that ain't even fucking with me. Somebody call the doctor, man, they lyrics need to check up. I don't think they hearing me. Bitch, I said I'm next up. Had to say it a little louder, had to say it with my chest. That on everything I say, and I ain't letting off their neck. Call quality. Tell them that you found the spark. Call your best rapper. We could go bar for bar. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm up, gone, clock out. Somebody call the ref, man, they need a timeout. Coach, put me in, man, I'm finna rock out. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm up, gone, clock out. Somebody call the ref, man, they need a timeout. Coach, put me in, man, I'm finna rock out. If you wanna battle with me, then stop, And if you wanna bet against me, then pop, Hardest flow in my city on lock. Shoot a bitch down on a beat like a Glock. Go off, I can never make.
Watermelon produces a water. Remember, watermelon, it is a melon, but it's full of water. It produces a water that is not H2O. It is not 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. It is 3 hydrogens and 2 oxygens, meaning this is a very, very alkaline fruit. Not only that, it is full of monopotassium phosphate. Full of potassium phosphate, and it is full of manganese. And manganese is what grows seeds. Manganese is what have that small nitrate particles in it that grows things. You find these things in your seeds.
2 days ago, 23-year-old Robert Adams was executed by police in San Bernardino, California. They rolled up on him in an unmarked car with dark-tinted windows and jumped out fucking guns drawn. He turned around and they shot him in the back multiple fucking times. Then they lied about what happened, but the entire incident was caught on security camera. That video is up on Sean King's Instagram right now, and it's fucking disgusting. I know this shit isn't trending on TikTok anymore, but black lives still fucking matter. People of color are being killed disproportionately by police in the United States of America. We have to fucking do better than this shit. No justice, no fucking peace.
All right, first up, guys, rice. Who doesn't love rice? It's got plenty of nutrition. It'll last for about 2 years, just like this. Or you can put it in a 5-gallon bucket with a Mylar bag. Y'all stay tuned for that video because it's coming. And it'll last for over 30 years.
Ooh, let's see if I can do it.
And beans. Rice and beans are dirt cheap, and you can buy them in 50-pound sacks from your local Costco, Sam's Club, restaurant stores, things like that. You can make a lot of meals out of rice and beans. You might get tired eating them, but it'll sustain you.
And if you didn't know, McDonald's is getting sued for $1.8 billion. They will no longer have McFlurries because they're getting sued by the McFlurry company because they finally have caught them so many times of lying that the McFlurry machine is broken that they have now been sued because the company that makes the machine has said, "F you, I'm taking them all out and suing you for $1 billion for all the lost business that you have caused me." And now McDonald's is going to lose very easily. Here's the best part. The company, being smart, they put a tracking system inside each ice cream machine to know if it's broken or not so they can hack into it and fix it remotely like our automowers. Well, every single time McDonald's, they would go up and say, "Hey, it's broken." They would hack into the machine and prove that it's not broken. And they did that about 4 billion times. And then they realized, well, they have enough case to sue McDonald's and win easily. So they have like 4 billion things of data. And on this website, it's just f***ing great. Yeah. So, moral of the story, don't be a dick.
We study rich people's spending habits. Oh, snap.
First thing that Waka Flocka did right was listen with an open mind from the friend who studies the spending habits of the wealthy. The second one is going to be the crucial one, so listen up.
I was like the dumbest person ever. I used to spend money on everything. Man, please.
Yeah.
Please. I'm going to open up an insurance, put $2-3 million in my insurance, and borrow from that and put it back in. I never lose my money, ever.
He's taking action. He's going to buy these policies and use the infinite banking concept. Let me show you. He's putting his money into the life insurance policy. So let's say he takes a loan against his policy to purchase a rental property. He'll take that cash flow and put it right back into his policy. Now he wants to buy crypto, he can repeat it again. He wants to buy a car, he'll repeat it again. He can keep on repeating it over and over again. All he's doing is copying what the banks and the wealthy has been doing for many years.
Crazy as hell. First off, you old as hell. Second of all, dog, I work out. I be in the weight room. I got way more energy than you. There's no way that you please a woman better than me. Like,
you know what? I work out too, motherfucker.
What you work out?
I do tongue muscles every day. I tongue exercise like a motherfucker. Are you fucking kidding me? Just because you work out.
So what's the longest you ever went in the bed with a...
1.5 days, motherfucker.
What?
1.5 days.
Come on, man.
I thank God for my tongue muscles. Yeah.
What you did? You was in one. You was in one room.
One room, just I'll just eat and shit.
What happened?
Shit, I'll fucking so much about on the 5th day, going into the 5th day. My girl was still twerking, and all I could do was like this. Only reason why they know I wasn't dead because my head was moving.
Coincidences with monkeypox. Hold on, y'all. Never ever forget. So, Mr. Joe, it seems that you want to warn us about the monkeypox. That we should be very concerned about it. Well, what I'm just very concerned about is, when you look up monkeypox, they like to show a lot of black people. But when you go to the World Health Organization page, I do not see Africa. But every time you go on the news, they're showing a black person with it. Now let's just pay attention to where monkeypox were identified at. In the Democratic Republic of Congo. Didn't the Ebola virus first break out in the Democratic Republic of Congo? The propaganda that you guys try to put against Africa is just sickening. That it's an infectious disease continent. But didn't a lot of diseases come from Europe? Trying to colonize every place. Bringing y'all diseases and infections with y'all? I'm gonna give y'all an example. Before the Columbian Exchange Act, American natives didn't have smallpox, chickenpox, malaria, measles, whooping cough, plague. None of that existed before colonization. I wonder if that was the same situation for Africa. Now, it is said the outbreak occurred in colonies of monkeys kept for research. You know how y'all like to do research with their gold, their land, and their animals? Kinda reminds you of the movie Planet of the Apes, when the humans were doing research creating a virus that they couldn't contain. I'm just saying we gotta stop believing the propaganda that they're putting on Africa. Remember where everything came from. Y'all brought all y'all scientific stuff for research and created something y'all can't contain. Then want to say it originated in Africa. Let's be more direct and stop blaming all the world health issues on Africa.
Howdy. Let's talk about civil war, because it's a hot topic right now, and a lot of people think it would be a great thing to have happen, and those are the extremes on the left and the right. And I'm going to address a couple of things here. Number one, when you look at the people who say, what are you going to do? Take up arms against the United States military? My answer would be, God, I sure hope not, because that'd be really, really bad and really dumb to do. You don't go toe-to-toe with the United States military. It's that simple. But let's break it down. So the United States military has around 2 million service members, give or take. Of those 2 million service members, about a quarter to a third of them are a combat MOS. Those are the people that are infantry, pilots, artillery, all the things, right? And they're the ones that train with their weapons all the time, and they are extremely proficient with them. The other 2/3 to 3/4 of those people are logistics, supply, intelligence type MOSs. They maybe touch their rifles once a year for qualifying, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, veterans. And other than that, other than basic training, they really don't do much with their guns. So you're banking that every single person in the United States military would follow an order to go against the people of this country. Now, let's look at the federal government and their associated law enforcement agencies. There's about 2,700 field agents and members of TAC teams within the federal government. And then when you look at the police force in the United States, there's about 620 to 680,000 employed police officers in this country at any given time. And that fluctuates year by year. Now let's look at the fact, let's not even talk about the entirety of gun owners. Let's just talk about the hunters, the people who know how to shoot at range, survive off the land, be out in adverse conditions, all the things, and there's 16 million of them. So even if every single police officer, federal law enforcement, and military member took up arms against the people of the United States, the hunters alone outnumber them almost 8-1. So that's something to think about. Now let's talk about the people on the left or the right that think that a civil war would be cool or necessary, or they want it to happen. It'd be the worst thing to happen. Worst. There would be famine and supply line issues like you've never seen before. People would not be able to get medicine, food, water, clean water, all these things. Disease would run rampant, but moreover, there would be no rules of engagement. It would be the bloodiest war ever fought in human history because it would be fought with hate and vitriol, and your children would learn of it because it would be fought in the suburbs and in the cities and everywhere that we all currently live, not on some far-off battlefield. It would be horrific.
Yes, God. Say it.
Yes, yes, yes. Say it, baby. Do you love him?
I think for a North Georgia cracker of my size and age, I've had a pretty good education on that line. That do all right? I was a 3-year-old girl when the Indians were moved from this country to Indian Territory. I have an indistinct recollection of seeing the red men as they went through the woods, for everything was woods nearly at that time. I have a distinct impression, if a 3-year-old child can have it. Nevertheless, I've been here since that time, and I've seen the march of progress all the way. At that time, we had only stagecoaches, and we only had horses and buggies, and we had lots of footback travelers.
Part 1.
What did it? So what did they actually stop you for? They stopped you for weapons. Hold on, brother. Hold on. So they stopped you for weapons, yeah? He doesn't have to stand still. He doesn't. No, he doesn't have to stand still. He's a human. He's a human person. A human person can't stand absolutely still. Did you know that? Did you know that? Alright, bro. I'm not coming close. Bro, don't you dare to touch me. Don't you dare touch me. Don't you dare touch me. Don't you dare touch me. Don't you dare. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. You put your hand on me, I'm gonna react. So don't touch me. Don't put your hand on me.
I'm simply asking you to keep.
Alright, so hear what I'm saying, my brother. Hear what I'm saying. They said they searched you for a weapon.
You don't even have to go. If I see a logo, we do then we arrest you for handling stolen goods. Can we?
How do you know it's stolen goods? That doesn't make sense.
It's a Mrs. name.
But hold on a second. You said you're stopping him for weapons. Why are you pulling out a card and making an issue about a card?
Class A, we deal with that as well.
Yeah, but you haven't found Class A. A card isn't illegal.
I'll come to you in a second.
A card isn't illegal though.
2-pack, knock a nigga shit loose. I got 2 hands. 2-pack, this the all nigga. I got 2 hands. 2-pack, knock a nigga shit loose. Knock a nigga shit